with some safety tips and tricks. This project runs a variety of interactive and practical workshops for people of all ages and is delivered by multiple partners and agencies such as Tamworth Borough Council, Staffordshire Wildlife Trust and Canal and River Trust. But first, before we begin, please remember that if you have any questions, please use the live chat next to the video player. If you leave a question on the chat, one of our speakers will get back to you as soon as possible. So now, I'll be handing over the rest of the broadcast to Paul Carter. Paul works for Staffordshire Fire and Rescue Service within the Safe and Sound project, and he will be hosting the rest of this Safe and Sound broadcast. Over to you, Paul.
Thank you, Ellie. Hello everyone, welcome to Safe and Sound on Learn Live. Thank you for joining us today. I hope all went well last week and that you're all safe and well. Thank you, Learn Live, for your hard work putting this programme together for us. This week we have, in no particular order, Tamworth Borough Council, Staffordshire Fire and Rescue Service, Staffordshire Wildlife Trust and the Canal and River Trust. As usual, I'll be asking a question after each topic and hopefully you or your teacher can enter the answer in the live text area of the screen together with your school name, please. Answers at the end of the programme, of course. So first, let's get started with Andy talking about bullying.
Hello again, good morning, it's Andrew Smith from Tamworth Borough Council. Hope you're all safe and well. Got a bit of a slightly longer talk today on a very important subject because next week beginning the 16th of November till the 20th of November, it's Anti-Bullying Week, where you may well be doing some stuff in your school about bullying because it's a big and important subject, and sadly it's always gone on even when I was younger and it's still going on now, and it can happen with people of all ages and it can happen at school or in the workplace. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be discussing some of the main points about bullying, about what it is, the different types, what you can do if you are getting bullied, why people bully, and also I'll just finish off with a video to finish it all off. So I hope you enjoy it, but it's one that you really should listen really carefully to because it's very important and it can affect anybody at any age. Hopefully it won't happen to you, but you will then know what to do if it does. So first of all, very quickly, what is bullying? Because there's a special rule with bullying, and bullying really is something that somebody does to somebody or a group of people do to somebody that causes them alarm, upset and distress. And it's usually something, that happens again and again. It's not just a one-off fallout. Occasionally we all have a fallout with somebody, don't we? Maybe from the playground you might have a fallout. If it just happens once and it's just a normal fallout, that's not bullying. Bullying is something that happens again and again. Usually it can happen every day, and sometimes it can happen over weeks, months, or even in extreme cases, years. So it's important to know the difference there, that bullying is usually something that happens again and again. There are many, many different types of bullying. I'm going to put some pictures on in a minute, but we sort of deal with the four main types. And the four main types are, first of all, there is verbal bullying, there's physical bullying, emotional bullying and cyberbullying. Those are the four most common types. There are others as well. Now with verbal bullying, that's straightforward. Not very nice though. It's obviously where people usually say nasty things about you, make fun either individually or in groups about you, spread rumours, anything like that, just saying nasty things to you, and it's not very nice. They might even use nasty language, might say something about your family or friends as well. Not very nice. Okay, then we've got physical bullying, which again is a pretty obvious one really. It's where someone physically hurts you, so that could be punching, kicking, pulling your hair, scratching, biting, tripping you over, anything like that can physically hurt you. And sometimes the verbal and physical go hand in hand and can be done at the same time. Another type of bullying is emotional bullying, and actually that happened to me. I got emotionally bullied at school, unfortunately, and what that usually involves is people isolate you, they leave you out of things, they might spread rumours, they could reject you, they could play tricks on you and try and cause you embarrassment. The thing they did with me is they used to steal my things when I was at school. They used to hide them, my PE kit, my pencil case, my trainers, my coat, etc. and keep hiding them, and I didn't know where it was. So every day I was coming into school and it was having a big emotional effect on me because I didn't know where my things were going to be. And that is also an awful type of bullying as well. And finally, the most common type of one, and we have talked about this in my internet safety talks, but it's cyberbullying. So that's bullying online. That could be text messages, email, on social media, etc. So those are the 4 types of bullying. And next we're going to talk about what you should do if you are getting bullied. I hope it never does, but if it does happen to you and you do get bullied, it's very important as soon as possible you tell somebody you trust. That could be a teacher at school, it's happening at school, your parents, an older brother and sister, auntie, uncle, even a friend. But it really helps if you can tell somebody, because when I got bullied, it went on for weeks and weeks and weeks because I didn't want to tell anyone. I was frightened to, but eventually I did. I told my mum and dad, and they brought me into school because it was happening at school, and I told the teacher, and it all got sorted out. So please tell somebody as soon as possible. Okay. As well as that, keep a record of what happens if you're getting bullied. The other important one, don't retaliate. It's very tempting to do this if someone's nasty to you, but don't do it back. 2 wrongs don't make a right, and it often makes the situation worse. You'll do it back, they'll do it back again, you'll do it back again, they'll do it back again, and you can just look just as bad as them. Surround yourself with people that you like and you care for. Sometimes helps to like make friends and have people around you that you really care for and you like. Don't blame yourself. It's never your fault, okay? People that get bullied have never done anything wrong. It's just a horrible thing, but please don't blame yourself. And sometimes you think it might be something you've done, and most times, if not nearly all the time, it really isn't. And just be proud of who you are. We're all different. We're all different people. We've all got different beliefs. We all look different. It doesn't matter. Just be proud of who you are, okay? Everyone is just as important as each other, okay? Now, slight difference if you're getting cyberbullied, okay? It's the important thing to do. Again, don't retaliate, very, very important. But save any messages you get, screenshot them, save them so you can show mom or dad or teacher, okay? Still tell somebody. And there's other things you can do. You can report them, you can block them, you can just start playing a different game if it's happening on a game, or delete them if it's happening on social media. So there are things you can do. And remember, again, it's not you, okay? It's not you. These people that are bullying just do it to be nasty. It's nothing you've done, okay? Now, the next thing to talk about, and this is a very important one that people don't think about, is why do people bully? So we'll have a talk about that next. Well, people don't think of this, and don't get me wrong, bullying is a horrible thing. I've been a victim of it myself. It's not nice, but often the person that is bullying is doing it for a particular reason. Okay, and they actually might need help themselves, and if they got help and talk to somebody, okay, then they may stop doing it. Okay, lots of reasons people bully. It could be to make themselves feel better for some reason. They might be jealous of a particular person. They might just be showing off, trying to look popular, do it for popularity. They could have been bullied themselves and are doing revenge. That's possible, trying to do a revenge type thing. They might have problems in their home life, and that's one of the most common ones, actually, that they're not having a good time at home, having problems with their own mom or dad, friends or family, okay? They also might have some sort of reputation that they think they need to keep up. They might have a reputation of being a bit of a strong bullying type person. They might want to continue to do that. And one of the most other common issues is they've been bullied themselves in the past, okay, and then they're taking it out on somebody else. And that's another reason why, if you are getting bullied, it's very important to talk and tell somebody as soon as possible, because then, okay, you can get your help and so can the bully, because a lot of the time, believe it or not, although it's a horrible thing to do, the bully themselves needs help. Thank you for listening today, and I hope you gained something from it. So just remember the basic rules, really. There's different types of bullying, all as bad as each other. If you're getting bullied, tell someone as soon as possible, okay? And remember, even the bully themselves may be in need of help, and that's another reason why, if you are getting bullied, you tell someone straight away so you can get help and even they can get help as well, because often there's a reason why they're doing it. Now, say next week, 16th to the 20th of November, it's anti-bullying week. You might do stuff in your school about that. There's also what we're doing, an odd socks day on the 16th of November, where everybody is going into school or work, if you can at the moment, with odd socks on to show support of people that are being bullied, and to show that bullying is really not a nice thing to do. Okay, so anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed it today and you've learned something. And I'm going to finish now with a very, very good and powerful video that I often show if I go into schools, and I'm going to show you it now. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. After the video, I'll have finished, so I'll see you next week. Take care.
I am the person you bullied at school. I am the person who didn't know how to be cool. I am the person you alienated. I am the person you ridiculed and hated. I am the person who sat on her own. I am the person who walked home alone. I am the person you scared every day. I am the person who had nothing to say. I am the person with hurt in her eyes. I am the person you never saw cry. I am the person living alone with her fears. I am the person destroyed by her peers. I am the person who drowned in your scorn. I am the person who wished she hadn't been born. I am the person you destroyed for fun. I am the person, but not the only one. I am the person whose name you didn't know. I am the person who just can't let go. I am the person who has feelings too. And I was a person just like you.
Thank you, Andy. The question is, what should you do as soon as it's possible if you think you're being bullied? Now it's over to Amy, talking about wild weaving.
Today's video. My name's Amy and I work for Staffordshire Wildlife Trust, and today's video has been funded by Children in Need. So I'm going to teach you how to make something called a God's Eye. So this is one I've made earlier. So all we need today is some sticks, some scissors and some wool. So it's very nice and simple. So I'll talk you through the steps. Here we are. Okay, so what you do is you start off by finding 2 sticks of a similar length, because what we're going to do is we're going to tie them in a cross. So the first thing you do is you tie your wool to the first stick, nice and simple. And then we wrap the wool round just to strengthen the cross. And then make sure you go on both sides. And this will start off our God's Eye. So once we have strengthened our cross, we are ready to start doing the weaving. So repetition is key with this, and then you can change different colours as well on the way through. So you go over, under, over, under, rotate. Over, under, rotate. Over, under, rotate. And we just keep doing that until we start to see a shape. So we've done a bit of weaving now and we've started to get a pattern. So you can change colours like I've done with this one here. So all I did was I snipped off some of the wool, like so, take away that colour, and started with another colour. And all I did was I knotted the two ends together, like so, a bit fiddly, and then I carried on weaving. Exactly the same pattern, over, under, rotate, over, under, rotate, and then just tuck the knot in on the other side, and we just carry on like that. Okay, so to finish off, all we do is we snip off the wool and just tie it to the stick that we're using. Nice and simple knot. And then you can make a loop. And you've got now somewhere to hang it. So there we go, we have two very nice god eyes. Thank you for watching and we'll hopefully see you soon.
Thank you, Amy. The question is, what is the creation in the video called, which was created by Amy's Wild Weaving? Now it's over to the Canal and River Trust talking about water safety.
Hello everyone.
We all love to be around water.
But we need to learn to be safe around water as well.
By the end of this session, you'll understand the water safety rules. You will be able to explain how to be safe near water to other members of your family, and you'll probably start developing your own safety rules and ideas.
We're going to start by thinking about what kinds of water are near where you live. You might have thought of a canal, a river, a pond, a lake or reservoir.
We all like being near to the water, but many people in this picture are putting themselves at risk by their behaviour. They are unaware of the hidden dangers. You can download this poster from the Canal and River Trust Explorers website to look at later. But let's see if we can spot a few of the hidden dangers now.
What hidden dangers could there be at the river? Rivers are natural waterways. They can be fast-flowing, deep, and have very cold water. You might see signs giving safety advice.
What hidden dangers might there be at the canal? Rocks or bricks at the edge of the water could be slippery. And you can't see whether there could be sharp objects underwater. And by the canal, there could be underwater machinery, the kind of machinery for operating locks or letting water out of the canal.
Should these children be swimming in the canal? Why isn't it a safe place to swim? Canals, rivers and reservoirs aren't the best place to dive in or swim because even in summer the water can be very cold and take your breath away. Swimming pools have clean, heated water and trained lifeguards.
It's also a good idea to remind everyone that you should never go to the canals and rivers alone. If you do fall in, and you are on your own, who would be there to help? It's always a good idea to go with a grown-up. I've heard that lots of people fall into water by accident. We need to think about what we would do if this happened.
Maybe everyone at home can help us by thinking of some good ideas too.
So it would be great if everyone remembers the most important thing to tell your family after this is stay away from the edge. You can use the word safe to help you remember.
Stay away from the edge. Chris was fed up. Her mum was at work, so she had to go to her granddad's house for the day. He lived in a small house. There wasn't really room for Chris to play football in the tiny garden. She wanted to be outside playing football or exploring. The canal was an excellent place to explore, but Chris's granddad would never let her go there unless he went too. She slipped round the back of the house, opened the gate and stepped onto the towpath. Chris ran along, kicking the ball from foot to foot. After a while, she stopped to watch a family of ducklings. A duckling had something on its beak. She crouched at the edge of the water and leant forward to get a better look. As she reached forward, she knocked the ball into the water. So she grabbed a stick and reached towards the football. Suddenly, she overbalanced and fell right into the freezing water. "Help!" she spluttered, gasping for breath. But the canal path was deserted.
You can easily stop thinking about where you are when you're having fun, but you can see why it would have been better if Chris's granddad was there. Let's try making a plan about what you could do if you found Chris in the water.
I've got some ideas already.
Help! Help! Don't worry, I'm going to help you. Try to float in a star shape. I'm going to call 999.
Hello, what service do you need?
Someone's fallen into the canal. Can you send the fire and rescue service, please? It's near to Stourport Road. I can see a road sign. There's a bridge over the canal with the number 54 on it, and there are some big trees here.
Help! I don't think I can float anymore.
Oh no, I'm going to have to jump in to save her. Oh, the water's really cold. Thank goodness, the fire and rescue people are here.
Never jump in to save someone. Even if you are a strong swimmer, you can quickly get into trouble, and then two people need to be rescued. Well, the first bit was really good, calling for help and phoning 999 for the fire and rescue service. Trying to get her to float was really helpful too. The water is often really cold, and you're not used to swimming fully clothed. Even if you are a strong swimmer, never jump in to save someone. Learn how to help. Try to get help by shouting help as loudly as you can.
Tell them to try to float in a star shape.
Phone 999 and ask for help. Use road names, bridge numbers, or things that you can see to give your location.
Keep calm. Always think before you act.
Never jump into the water yourself. So let's just recap on what we've discovered.
We talked about looking out for hidden dangers, things like fast-flowing or deep water, slippery rocks or sharp things hidden under the water, cold water. You might remember some other things as well. Don't forget to warn your family to stay away from the edge so that they don't fall into the water by accident.
It's always a good idea to go with a grown-up and learn how to help. Another thing I found out was never jump in, even though I can swim. And if you do fall in, try to float for as long as you can until someone comes to help.
Remember, stay safe. Stay away from the edge.
Thank you, guys. The question is, what does SAFE stand for? And now it's over to Andy B to talk about fire safety.
Hi everyone, my name's Andy and I work for Staffordshire Fire and Rescue Service. I am a technician, but also in my spare time I do volunteer. And today we're going to show you the effects a fire can have on a house. So as you can see on the demonstration, we've played it as a kitchen fire. And how quickly the smoke can rise, and smoke will always rise in a home, and then it will find its low side and then eventually try and get under the door. So, the one key point we want you to do is to shut doors at night. Make sure they're closed because it stops the fire from spreading. So I'll show you now, when I open this door, how quickly the fire is going to spread into the other rooms. And this is where our smoke alarms would go off and let us know there's something wrong. We should have 2 smoke alarms in every house, one at the bottom of our stairs and one at the top of our stairs. Now when they go off, they sound really, really loud. And one thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we're safe enough to get out of the house quickly. So our motto is, get outside, stay outside, and phone 999. Now sometimes we can't get outside because smoke is very dangerous and we breathe it in, it can make us ill. So what we tell you to do is get into one of our rooms and make sure our door is completely shut. Then get any of your pillows, blankets, bedding, sheets and block the bottom of our door and open a nice window, okay? Letting our nice fresh air in so we can breathe happily, but we're keeping that toxic smoke away. Then we phone the fire service, which is 999, and we ask for us, and then we need to tell them where we live. So every time you go anywhere, make sure you know where, your name, number, street address and your postcode. If we all know that, then we can get there really, really quickly and we can actually get you out safely in that home. But make sure we're shutting doors at night to stop that smoke from getting anywhere in.
Thank you, Andy. The question is, how many smoke alarms should we have on each floor of our homes? So, thank you very much to all our presenters this week. The answers to the questions are: bullying, you should tell a trusted adult. Amy's creation was a God eye. SAFE stands for stay away from the edge. And smoke alarms, at least one on each level of your home, at the bottom and top of the stairs if you have them. So that's all we have for you this week. More safety messages next week. Remember, the programme is available on demand for you to watch at any time on the Learn Live website, for you to watch or to share with others, please, and let them watch. So guys, take care. Remember, hands, face, space.
Welcome to this live chat facility tutorial. We have had a lot of questions recently about the chat facility and how to use it, so let's get into the video. The chat facility is built with students in mind, with a tool that doesn't need to be parent or teacher led. Each of our pages are linked to the person behind the broadcast, even after it's finished, so you can always ask your questions and get a response about the broadcast. So, let's have a look at how to use the chat facility. To use the chat facility, the first thing to do is to type your comment or question into the chat box. You can now enter your screen name. Your screen name will show when you type your question or comment. Now you will see the chat facility ask for your email address. As I mentioned before, each of our pages are linked to people from the organisation who can reply to your questions. You can enter your email address, which will not be shared with anyone, to get a direct response from the people behind the broadcast. If you do not want a direct response, then click the button at the bottom. People behind the broadcast can still respond to you if you don't provide your email address. This just means you may have to come back to the page to check the response. To type your question, simply click on the chat box. You will then see two symbols appear. The @ symbol will mean your comment or question will be posted publicly for others to see. The email symbol means your comment or question can be sent directly to the person of your choice from the list that will appear. You can now speak to the people behind the broadcast and ask any questions you may have, or check out our partner pages to see the companies we work with who you can speak to right now about their current vacancies. You can also check out our careers page, which connects you to employers. Our live chat service is linked 24/7 to employers from a wide range of sectors, all waiting to hear from you. You can leave a question about how to produce a professional CV or how to prepare for interviews, anything work related, and one of our businesses will respond to you directly. You can also access a wide variety of live interactive broadcasts and video on demand with the live chat support on all pages. Now, this bit is for the parents, guardians, and teachers. The best bit about the live chat facility is that it is completely moderated, so you don't need to worry if your young person leaves a silly comment, as it will only show on their screen and no one else's. Another great thing about the chat facility is that it is GDPR protected, so no information is shared with anyone else. We will protect all email addresses and will never share personal information of the young people. If you have any questions about the chat facility or the Learn Live channel, please use the email us icon at the top of the page. Thank you, stay safe and stay tuned.